I wanted to share one of the important learnings which I learned in uh, in my trip from Bangalore, from Delhi to Bangalore. Yesterday I was traveling from Delhi in the morning to Bangalore, and while I was in the bus from my way to airport and from my way to airport to hotel, a question struck to me. Why is, despite of this known fact that Bangalore is not good at traffic, roads, everybody who knows about Bangalore, who has heard before, definitely knows that Bangalore is has this traffic problem. The roads get stuck, a lot of conveyance issues, traffic jams, truck, lot of traffic jams. So my point is, why is it still growing? Why people are still getting attracted towards it? Why has it still maintained its charm? And then I spent one whole day, and then I wrapped up in my night. I was still sitting with my notes. Then the answer struck me. Why? While I was spending my whole day from the afternoon in Bangalore, I found the answer. The answer is, despite of the fact, if you lag in one of the major factor, let's say this conveyance traffic jam issue on roads, I'll name it as factor number B, which is an important factor in a city's growth. But very importantly, there are other factors even. What are those other factors? They are factor number A, B is out, C, D, E, F, G. There are lots of factors. So factor B is not in our control, but factor A, factor D, E, F, G, H, that is in our control. So what we can do is we can work on factor A, C, D, E, F, G, and even increase the factors. G is the maximum. G is right now the number of factors, but you can increase G, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You can add up more factors. That adds, cherry on the top. You can increase the marks of factor A. Right now it's in +5. Now you can increase it to +6, +7, +8, +9, +10. Wow. Next is, you can, if you are at factor number if you are at factor C, and its marks are, let's say, +8, you can increase up to +15. D, increase up from +5 to +10. That is all. Other factors, B is not under control, but increasing up the value of other factors, that is in your control. So focus on that. Something that is not under your control, leave it. Just try to work little bit, and it's okay. If you are on factor number B at -10, try to work on it whatever way possible. Don't leave it. Just do workarounds for that. Work on it so that there is a backup for factor number B. There's a backup for factor number B. Somebody else is supporting for that. You are just increasing the strength. Let's say for factor number B you are at -10. Try to work little bit in factor number B direction, and try to keep lessening it up from -9, -8, -7, little bit. Because, for example, I've seen here in Bangalore that I took the bus from airport to my hotel nearby. So I found then it was very convenient for me, and everybody knows that cab service, they are all, because of traffic, it's quite on a higher side. So it's quite cost effective. Taking a bus was cost effective. It was almost 40% of the price of taking a cab, dedicated cab, and enjoyed the ride. The people next is the people here are very good. I took an auto rickshaw from mall to hotel. So I found that the auto rickshaw bhaiya was talking to me in English. I was quite surprised, and I like that factor. So and while I was in auto, out of my curiosity, I asked him that, bhaiya, how do you know English? Have you learned it in school? So he said, no, I didn't learn English in school. Because of my customers, I learned English. So that was so deep line. Because of my customers, I learned English. So I then I asked him, okay, you must have learned Kannada in school, right? So he said, yeah, I learned Kannada. I learned Kannada. I learned Telugu and one more language he learned. He learned one more regional language he learned. He learned three regional language, studied three regional language. Kannada was his mother tongue, and three regional language in school only. And while he was working as a in his professional as a profession, and while he was riding auto, he learned English and Hindi, two new languages in school, while he was working, while he was earning money. So I asked him, are there schools here in Bangalore? He said, yeah, there are lots of schools, there are lots of vocational training centers. They give us training uh, to learn these languages, the second languages. So he knew five languages. I was quite surprised. Five languages, wow. So he could communicate with anybody who's coming there, no barriers. So obviously the ecosystem that Bangalore has, the culture the Bangalore has, and he was very kind. Whatever people I met in Bangalore who were there, I mean, I'm not talking about the people who have migrated from some other place and are living here in Bangalore. No, I'm talking about the people who are originally from Bangalore, who are born and brought up, their families here in Bangalore. They are, I found them so kind, so honest, so helpful, that yeah, it was very good feeling for me, so mindful. Yeah. So summing up my learning, if there is one factor which you cannot control, it's fine, perfectly fine. Just focus on other factors which you can control, and just increase your value in those factors to such an extent that that factor that in which you are kind of lagging, or which you feel a little bit less confident, it's okay. Just whatever way you can work on it, just do it. Otherwise, it's okay. Just focus on the factors which you can control. Focus on the factors which you can control, and keep that one factor aside, and things will definitely don't matter much in long run. In big, if you'll see the big picture, you have lots of grades in lots of factors, and just one grade, small grade, but and you're working on it, you're building a support system around that B factor, from getting help so from some other place, doing workarounds in factor B, keep doing it whatever way possible. Obviously the main line you cannot work on that factor B, but you can add, you know, beta, alpha around it. You can wrap that b factor, whatever way you can tweak it, just do it. And go ahead and do a blast. Okay, bye bye.